In Game 8 of the World Chess Championship match, Nepomniachtchi played the bluff of the century, this move, Queen to h4, and now let's dive in to see what exactly happened in this amazing game.
It's very lucky to bluff.
Are you serious?
Well, when I played, I thought it's like I'm very smart.
Have you got some advice from your team how to deal with the time situation?
After his previous loss, Ding was behind the score. He started the game with the move d4. Now we have, actually Ding had 3 points and Nepo 4, and after this one he replied with knight to f6, pawn there, pawn here. We inviting the opponent to go in the Nimzo Indian defense, and here if Nepo would like to play something solid, he should choose actually the Queen's Gambit decline with this move d5. However, he played the Nimzo Indian defense with bishop to b4. Black's idea is to double here the pawns actually and try to create a blockade in dark squares for example. This is one idea. Here we have some systems for white, and white can choose here. He can choose the Rubinstein system, this quiet move e3 with the idea to put his knight here on e2, and after this to play this move a3 to invite black to capture there, and he can recapture with his knight. This is the idea. This is one system actually, and we have another system here, the Zemis system. It can start it with this move a3, inviting immediately black to capture this one, and after this exchange black can continue with this move e3 and play this move knight e2, knight there, and probably he would play something like f3 and e4. This is the ideas. However, here we have a mix of the ideas because Ding played this move e3, waiting black to castling, and now he played this move a3, try to create a hybrid between these two systems, and after this exchange he played this move d6. Very logical idea. Nimzovich used to say that chess is very easy. You can exchange one of the bishops. For example, you can exchange one of the bishop for the opponent knight, and then you can put your pawns in the opposite color of your own bishop. So everything is going to work just perfectly, and the game is very easy. This is why what Nepo tried to do here with the black pieces. And now we have knight to e2, and he played c5, and after this one he played knight to c6. Black's idea and plan here is to play something like d6, bishop a6, knight here, and maybe even the queen at some point can go on a4, try to hit this pawn on c4, and usually black is going to win this one. This direct approach, little more aggressive actually, and in the other side of the board we can see that white is going to attack here because he has the knight. He would like to play the move e4, liberating this one. The bishop can go there and he can create a very strong attack. Now Ding displayed this very semi-waiting, very deep move. The idea of this rook, believe it or not, is to cross the lines and go in the king side, something like this. More specifically, it would like to go on h2. It's a little difficult to do it right now, but white is intending to push forward the pawn, and one day the rook can land here on the h file, try to attack there. So this is the idea, and now we have two ideas for black actually. He can go directly for this aggressive approach, and I don't really believe that it was the right strategy for Nepo because he is in front of the match. He was leading in the match, so it was more important to play something more solid, and a more solid option is to play something like e5, try to keep the center close, and after this to put the knight here close to the king side for example, and it looks more solid for the black pieces. However, he played the more aggressive move, this move b6, and now black is waiting a little bit for black to close this diagonal, so we don't have any checks on e5, and for that reason now he played the move e4, so we don't have this take and queen a5 check there. we don't deal with these things. And he played this one, bishop here, bishop there, try to pin the knight, and after h6, obviously he don't like to go back. When you put your pieces forward, you should maintain them there to keep them on attack, and for that reason we can see this a very, very aggressive system right now. h4, try to create an attack against the enemy king. Indeed, he can capture the bishop, but here probably Nepo mixed a little bit his preparation, because I guess during his preparation he had prepared something like this. It's better move according to the computer, because you are striking in the center, and after all of these exchanges we can play this move g6, for example, giving up the piece doesn't matter so much here, because we need to secure our king. And after these exchanges, for example, the queen and the knight are hitting directly to that pawn, so it can create more problems now to white pieces. However, in this position, white is not forced to capture this one. He can play something like f4, maintaining the threat and creating here a room for the queen if the knight goes away, or if we just capture. This is one of the ideas. But during the game he just captured this bishop instantly, and now we have this one. He just played g6. He has to give up this one because the queen is coming very, very fast to that squares actually to create a checkmate threat, so he has to give up the pieces back. And after that one, Dink played this move e5, sorry, attacking the queen. We have this exchange, and now he played the amazing move d5. Of course, knight e4 here or there, it's another good alternative, but he played this move attacking the knight. And after this one, again he can play knight e4, but he played this move d6, locate outside, keep this bishop on a6 out of the game actually, attacking the knight, and he is ready to create a kingside attack. Black has the queen here, so it's not so easy to attack the king side, and maybe he can put the knight on f5 as he did. And now we have knight e4 attacking the queen went back, and now queen d3. Can you imagine the next idea? What he played there? He would like to combine his pieces, and the next move is this one, queen h3, try to deliver checkmate on h7. So the only move for the black side is king to g7, try to exchange some heavy pieces on the file. And now we have this move g4 attacking the knight, the game is hitting on, and now we have bishop on b7. Fantastic defense by Nepo, because he would like to eliminate this very, very dangerous knight, and at the moment white cannot really move this one because the rook is hanging on h1, so he has to do something for his own knight. And here Dink played this rook h3, very nice move, keeping alive this knight. We have some options here for Nepo, and of course a thing that he should not do is to take the knight right now, because we have queen here. This is very, very important variation actually in order to understand the game. The queen captures something, and now the knight is under attack, and this pawn is under attack as well. And after this we have amazing moves, and the moves is this one. And for example here, if you play this one, we have queen h2, and suddenly we are threatening some checkmate threats with rook h2. He has to play something like this again, however he is losing, because we can take, he can take, and suddenly the queen is attacking the knight as well, so we can take that knight. If you would like to calculate the tactics very nicely as in this example, then I have a very nice solution for you. Tactics is one of the most, if not the most important part of the games. Your plan could be successful if you use the tactics correctly, and the tactics can be accelerator to your plan. With Grandmaster Stelios Chalkias, we created this amazing chess course here on tactics and calculation, and you can read the description. We have a lot of lessons and 100 exercises there. If you follow the blog post, then you can read more about Stelios' life. You are welcome to click the link below the video and learn more. Coming back to that game, Nepo played the nice looking move, knight h4, and now we have g5, try to isolate this one. And here I am amused how fast the Nepo is playing actually. He's not really calculating very deeply, but he's playing very fast moves. practically this is a nice way, but when you are playing a very important game, you should be little more careful. And right now he forgot what he's foreseen. After knight h4 he has to play this move. Of course he saw this one, but he played very fast, and now he just captured this one. And after this he's almost losing, because the queen can take here, the knight is under attack, this pawn is under attack, and for example after this he played the fantastic move rook d2. Amazing move, really amazing move. Even the computer cannot really understand this move immediately. This is very strong move. And now after queen takes h5, didn't happen during the game, this is losing. This is losing thanks to that check. What to do now? He has three options. One of them is to go on g8. A checkmate immediately can happen. Another way is to put the queen here, but again white is winning. We have a very nice tactic, very typical tactic. This is the distraction. Rook there, attacking the king, and after this we can take the queen and we are winning. This is the other way. And the third way, little more difficult, is this one, because the queen is under attack. You can play again your amazing move, rook here, threatening a check on h7, but again we have a beautiful move, rook to f8, looking beautiful move that stabilizes everything. However, here white is winning enemy by inviting you to find the best move. Can you find the best moves here for white? Yeah, we can take once, he can recapture. And what are you going to play now? Now it's a critical moment. You are very welcome to pause the video and try to think. And if you did it, congratulations, the best move is this one, giving up the queen, because after this one we can play d7, and this pawn is really powerful. It can create a new queen, and black doesn't have any way to block this pawn with the knight, neither with knight nor with the queen, and this pawn is threatening to create a new queen, giving check to the king. So here white is completely winning. An amazing variation. Both of the players calculate this one, and for that reason he played rook h8 right now, the correct move. Now he captures there, and after this we have another win here for white. It's not so easy to spot it actually, because when we are sitting comfortably to our couch on our lounge here on home, opening the computer, we can see the moves very easily. However, when our clock is ticking, it's a little more difficult to find all of the moves, right? The correct move here is rook to d3, and this poor rook from a1 goes here, and after this there it will land again on h3, creating some problems to the enemy queen, and after this we can take the pawn, and at least we can capture the enemy queen here, and we're completely winning. This is a variation, a missed we can say for Ding. However, he had little time, actually approximately 20 minutes, in order to find the ideas, and it's not so easy. In the previous round actually he lost from this time control. He was very low in time and he had to take a decision, and for that reason now he played little faster. He played the second best move here, d7. Actually it's good as well, and after this one he just captured here. Watching to my previous video, after this one he repeated the move, the position once. He would like to play queen c7, but he didn't play this one instantly. He gave a check here, and after this he gave another check, and now he repeated the position, and of course he's not interested to draw the game like this, but he played queen to h7. Very nice move. The queen is very threatening there, keeping the eye on the rook. This pawn is powerful, and the queen will start attacking the enemy pawns. And now we have the epic bluff. A nice move is to play something like this, queen f8. It's not a forced win for white, but white can step by step win that game. However, Nepo played this move, queen h4 here, inviting his opponent to capture here, threatening to give some perpetual check with his queen. And unfortunately here Ding was low on time again, and he wasn't able to calculate everything, and he fell into that bluff, believing his opponent that he foreseen a draw here, a draw of repetition of the moves. However, this is not working, because after this he can give a check. We can put the rook here. This is a check. King can go up, another check, king can start running, and after this check, approximately here Ding stop calculating actually, because he has to play something like this, and now we have queen d1, or he can lose the bishop with check. Very difficult to calculate all of this actually. He is threatening a check there and create a new queen with a checkmate ideas. However, he should find the best way to do that. Here, if he just captures the bishop, now the king can escape easily because the king can go there. You should continue checking, and after this we can give another check, and now suddenly the checks are over. The king is completely safe. However, we have another variation that we can calculate, we should calculate, is queen here. And what you're going to do now? Probably around here he stopped because he has to find a very difficult move, and the very difficult move goes on and on, is to go on e4, giving the rook and bishop for free in order to stop the checks and threatening this check by his own. And after this one he can play that, and after this check he should go again here, and after this one he is winning because he can give this check, creating a new queen, threatening a checkmate here, and now after this check, for example, he can go there, and after this check he can go here, and suddenly the checks are over. We just calculated 10 moves ahead, right? It's not so easy to foresee all of these moves. Then here, unfortunately, he believed his opponent and he played this move king d1, tried to escape from the perpetual, and now Nepo just captured that pawn, and everything is very nice for him because he has some counterplay, very nice counterplay. And after this move he played this one, and now we have another way to think, another opportunity to think. He played this move bishop on g2. This is an interesting, not the best, but interesting. Here I'm going to provide you the best move of the position, and this is king to b3. And I'm asking you, what is the reason behind that move? Can you find it? Very important and didactic idea. What is the reason behind that move? You're very welcome to write a comment if you understand the position here. And we have two ideas. One, extremely aggressive idea, I'm not sure if it's working 100%, is to go here and there and there. Try to collect the pawns because the king can take that pawn, the king can take this one, and then we will have a passed pawn there, and we can start pushing this pawn forward in the other side of the board, right? And it doesn't look like that black can do anything here because his pieces are not very nice coordinated. Thanks to that fantastic pawn on d7, we separate the black army in two, and we can perform this very nice idea actually. However, Dink didn't play that one, very nice prophylactic move, and Nepo missed the threat as well because here he just played e5. He's thinking very superficial actually, this boy. He's not going very deep in the position, and the best move here is to play knight there on d4. Now the king is not on b3 because we played that one, and we can see why king b3 was a very nice prophylactic move, because after this we can take here attacking the queen. He can play something like this, we can kick the queen away, and after this we can take here. More exchanges will happen, and now queen can take that pawn. This is the idea. The king is not protecting that one, and now the queen is very active. We have a passed pawn. He can give a check here, but we can run away, so he cannot really win here. And this pawn on a7 is very powerful. Our king is very exposed, and now black has a very nice opportunities to fight for the draw. So this was the long variation. A fantastic prophylactic move was queen b3, very difficult to spot actually, a lot of time needed in order to find these moves, but he played this move, and now we have e5. He played this move, and after that he captured that pawn. Everything is just fine here, very close to the time pressure, and after this he just played a mistake here. The best move is to protect that pawn actually. He calculated this one, he can protect that pawn, he can take he cannot take this one right now. He can play bishop h3, he can play a4, or he can just try to improve this variation, and the process looks very nice. In order to improve this variation is to play this move bishop f3, very nice looking move, because if the knight goes back, then we can play bishop h6, and we have a winning position here, completely winning position. However, he forgot about his opponent's tactical blow, and after knight bishop there, he just captured on h2, on f2, giving up the knight, this poor useless knight. And after this one he played there, attacking the bishop, and after this he played f5, and suddenly these pawns are extremely strong here, and now we have a very tense situation because the time of Dink slowed down again, and he's in real trouble actually. He has to take another big decision right now, what you're going to do. And in 4 seconds of the clock, he took the best decision. He captured this one, and after this, he just gave this check. And now black tried to exchange the pieces. He gave up this one actually, taking this one, and after some moves, both of the sides have passed pawns, this and this. This is an extra pawn actually, but we cannot really use it here because this is doubled, and here both players agree to the draw. Very fighting game actually, very nice game. Didn't manage to draw water out of the stone actually. He didn't manage to do anything from his cool position, but the game goes on and on. We're going to see what will happen in the next rounds. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Here it's time for action. This is the initial page of my website, and here you can click Give me access to get access to free lessons. You can read this page, and if you scroll down, here you can add your name and your email. After that, you're going to take a free lesson how to avoid chess blunders. So, time for action is now, and you're very welcome to join my mail list.